friends, welcome to Law Students Corner. This is an introductory video on the Transfer of Property Act 1882. After listening to this video, you will get a clear picture about the scheme of this act and also its scope and limitations. The Transfer of Property Act 1882 regulates the transfer of property in India. It was enacted on 17 February 1882. Prior to the enactment of this act, the transfer of immovable property in British India were governed by the principles of English law and equity. But these principles could not bring a uniformity and it often led to conflicts and confusions. In order to avoid these conflicts, a law commission was appointed in England to prepare a substantive law of transfer of property for India. The draft bill of the present act was prepared by the law commission consisted of Sir Charles Turner, Sir Raymond West and Mr. Whiteley Stokes. This bill became a law on 17 February 1882 and it came into force on 1st July 1882. This act was extensively amended in the year 1929. Now let's get into the subject. When I say transfer of property, what does it exactly mean? Here you can see two main words. One is transfer and the other is property. First you need to understand the meaning of the word transfer. Transfer is a process by which something is made over to another. In simple terms, transfer means to give or to convey. Here a change will happen and it could be in the title or in the possession of the movable or an immovable property. In legal parlance, transfer is also known as alienation. A transfer can be absolute or limited. I will explain more about absolute and limited transfer when I take section 5 of this act. Now let's see how a transfer can be made. A transfer can be made in two ways: by the act of parties and by operation of law. A transfer of movable or immovable property can be made by during the lifetime of the person or after his death. Interweavers. It means between living persons. A transfer can be made between living persons. Transfer is possible through a testamentary document. A testamentary document is a will and it can be prepared during the lifetime of a person. And this transfer will happen only after the death of that person. If suppose a person dies without making a will, such a situation is called intestate. In both these situations, transfer of property takes place only after the death of the person, and the transfer is done as per the provisions under Indian Succession Act 1925. Transfer by operation of law is an involuntary transfer. Section 2 Clause D of the Transfer of Property Act specifically provides that nothing in the Act shall have any effect on the transfers that operate through the processes of law or by decrees passed in the court. I will give an example. The transfer of an immovable property by an auction sale that was ordered by the court was a transfer by operation of law. Another example is, in the case of insolvency proceedings, the property of the insolvent vests in the official receiver, and the vesting is not applicable as under the Transfer of Property Act. I will explain more about this when I take section 2 of this act. Now, our subject matter, that is the Transfer of Property Act 1882, is applicable only for transfer between living persons. You need to be very thorough with this concept. അതായത് ജീവിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന വ്യക്തികൾ തമ്മിലുള്ള കൈമാറ്റത്തിന് മാത്രമേ അത് മൂവബിൾ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ആയാലും ഇമ്മൂവബിൾ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ആയാലും ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ഓഫ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ആക്ട് 1882 ബാധകമാവുകയുള്ളൂ. I hope the meaning of transfer in this context is clear for you now. Moving on, next is property. I have done a video on the basic concept of property. Those who haven't watched it may check the link given in the description box. Coming back, property are of two types: movable and immovable. Both these terms are not defined in the Transfer of Property Act 1882, but Section 3 contains some details about immovable property, and I will explain it in detail when I take Chapter 1 of the Transfer of Property. Now let's see what the preamble of this Act says. The preamble of the Act declares that it is to define and amend certain parts of the law relating to property by act of parties. When there is no specific provision covering a situation, English law can be applied on the ground of justice, equity and good conscience. ഇതുവരെ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായെന്ന് കരുതുന്നു. So moving on to the next section, scheme of the act. Scheme means the basic structure. ഇത് നിങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയാൽ ഈ ആക്ടിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഒരു ഓവറോൾ പിക്ചർ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടും. So let's start. Chapter 1. It contains section 1 to section 4. It deals with the definition clause, the extent and the scope of this act. Chapter 2. Section 5 to section 53A. It deals with the general principles related to the transfer of property. Section 5 to 37 deals with the transfer of both movable and immovable property. Section 38 to section 53 deals with transfer of immovable property only. Chapter 3 contains section 54 to section 57 and it deals with sale of immovable property. Chapter 4 contains section 58 to section 104 and it deals with mortgage of immovable property. Chapter 5, it contains section 105 to 117. It deals with the lease of immovable property. Chapter 6, it contains section 118 to section 121. It deals with exchange of movable and immovable property. Chapter 7, section 122 to 129, it deals with gifts. Chapter 8, section 130 to 137, it deals with the transfer of actionable claims. I have given a clear idea about the scheme of the Transfer of Property Act 1882. It's good if you could by heart this chart. Now let's see the scope and limitations of this Act. The extent of this Act is within the territory of India. The Act deals with transfers between living persons only. The Act does not apply to transfers under will, succession, insolvency, forfeiture, sale, execution of decree, etc. Chapter 2 of the Act is not applicable to Muhammadan law. With this, I am winding up this video. I tried my best to give you a clear idea about the scheme of the Transfer of Property Act 1882 and the scope and its limitations. ഈ വീഡിയോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമായെങ്കിൽ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ടായ സംശയങ്ങളും അഭിപ്രായങ്ങളും നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങളും എന്നെ അറിയിക്കുക. ലോ പഠിക്കുന്ന നിങ്ങളുടെ മറ്റ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സിന് ഈ വീഡിയോ ഷെയർ ചെയ്ത് കൊടുക്കുക. കൂടാതെ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലാത്തവരാണെങ്കിൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക. ഈ വീഡിയോ കണ്ടതിന് നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.